Rob Manfred's going to be done in January of 2029.
Yeah, man. Good riddance.
Good riddance. I don't think I could think of a worse commissioner in baseball than this guy.
He's such a heel. Like, universally a heel.
I have never heard someone compliment Rob Manfred.
No, I just always think of like him like practicing his golf swing, like when they're going over some really crucial like contract deals and showing he couldn't give less of a shit. Yeah, screw him. And how often do people like announce the resignation? Like what, like 5 years out? Where are we at?
Yeah, so it's his tenure is like, yeah, he's got 5 years left on his deal.
I wasn't quite sure if that was like something where it's common practice or he's just like, look, guys, I swear I'll be out in 5. Like, don't kill me.
Yeah, it's just like when Jay Leno was handing the reins over to Conan.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll be done. You know, I'm going to give the show up to Conan in 6 years. We're like, okay. We all know that you didn't want to do this if you're saying it's 6 years out.
Yeah. You just felt your feet was getting a little too close to the fire and you felt some pressure.
Ugh.
So, but hopefully, yeah, he'll be on his way out.
Hopefully. And he is. I mean, he'll be done. He'll be probably what? Early 70s by the time he's done?
And Joey, I don't understand these like multi-millionaires. I mean, he's probably got close to $1 billion.
Him? I don't think so.
No.
Not his net worth. I wouldn't bank on that. Now, I will look it up.
He's got enough to say he never has to worry about money ever again in his life. I don't understand why anyone wouldn't work past their 60s if you have that amount of money.
Power, baby. 40 million.
40. I was off by a lot.
You were off. Yeah, you're off by a couple $100 million.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I just wouldn't be working in my 60s.
No, me either. If I could be like, yeah, comfortable, my kids are taken care of, my grandkids are fine. Yeah, dude, I'm out.
I mean, like stand up or like painting or something like that. Like any like non-stressful situation but like reporting to an office. Why? You've made it.
You're done. You don't have to listen to, a bunch of old rich white dudes complain about a game that you are already ruining.
Dude, I just couldn't see myself putting on a suit if I have $1 million. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing this for? No, I'm done.
I'm out. I could be in sweats right now.
Yeah. I'm going to do this in sweats. I'm done.
Done. I'm over it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of anyone saying anything positive about what Rob Manfred has done for baseball. If you really think about what he's done, he botched the investigation of the Houston Astros by giving all the players immunity and not having any real consequences or taking away the World Series title from a team that actively cheated.
Yeah, they just brushed it under the rug.
Just like, yeah, no, this isn't a big deal. Yeah, no, don't look over here.
Dismantle the team. We'll come up with like the pitch comm, so that way we just never have to really deal with this happening again, but never really isolating what happened and how we got here.
Yeah, not in any way, shape, or form. Oh, and then also the Apple... What was it? The Apple Watch cheating scandal with the Red Sox too.
Yeah,
which wasn't too bad, but the Astros one pretty bad. And then turning around and calling the commissioner's trophy a piece of metal.
Yeah, I mean, he just keeps tripping over himself.
It just keeps going.
Yeah,
and then the COVID season. The fact that it was only 60 games was him siding with the owners when the players wanted to play.
Yeah, all that could be. He had no sense of urgency with that. That was one of the things that really irritated me. He just never seems to care either about the players or the fans.
Nope. No, he doesn't. Well, the thing with the shortened season, he was just like, yeah, the owners don't want to lose all these advertising bucks or the bucks that are going to come in of people not being able to go through the turnstiles because of the coffee sneezies. So, like, I get that you're missing out on that. But something that I talked about while it was even going on is they could have sold so many more banners and had so many more of those seats covered with advertising, just like they did in Korea.
We were talking about that before that even happened because we were sharing like those videos of like, look at what they're doing here. They're having people rent out spaces and just having cutouts of their heads. Like, this is the answer. They're going to have people be able to buy sponsorship to be in the stand. So when they can pan out there, it's like, there it is. There's a solution. Done. And it took them so long to even get like remotely to that point.
Well, it was intentional. It was fully intentional so they could shorten the season so they didn't have to pay the players as much. And ownership would continue to make hand over fist. Some clubs, I mean, I get it. There were some small franchises that got their ass handed to them, i.e. the Reds, because they were going for it in 2020, signed a bunch of deals going, all right, we're really going to go for it. And then COVID happened, and then they had to shutter and figure out how to get out from underneath that rock and basically set them back 2 years, 3 years to get to where they are today, which impressive that they did it in that amount of time. But overall, they could have played more games, and Rob Manfred did not want to negotiate with the players' union and just stuck with the owners. It was like, no, I don't have to. This is wartime deal. I'm a wartime commissioner. I make the rules. I'm a tyrant.
Yeah, man. Sit and spin, dude.
No shit. Oh, and then combine that with locking the players out before the 2022 season started. Really cool. Not negotiating in good faith.
Really fun guy.
So after all of those, I can't think of one good thing. Maybe the rule changes. But that wasn't like all him. That was a committee, and a committee led by Theo Epstein. Not the island guy. The Red Sox Cubs guy. Not the guy with the island.
Yeah.
Who spearheaded that, changed the game, made it better for worse. And Rob Manfred is just like an active participant who gets to flaunt and say that, well, under my regime, yeah, okay.
Yeah, just while he was commissioner, this thing happened. And so hopefully through the sands of time, he doesn't get remembered for these sorts of changes, the positive effects of the changes, but just for how we currently remember him.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's how it's going to move. That's how it'll be going forward. It'll be interesting to see how he handles this Oakland to Vegas move. That can be a huge thing for him. I mean, there was no expansion of the league under his tenure. The league did not get better, yet he couldn't figure out the mishaps between, we also had the Tampa Ray Montreal split season thing that was going to happen. Like, there is so much more bad than I can remember with any other MLB commissioner, considering there's only been 2 in my lifetime that I can remember with Bud Selig and him.
I'm trying to be, I do want to say that not that I want to say, but I was trying to think okay, there's got to be some like other positives here. I think the Field of Dreams game is fun. I think trying to have games at other locations is a fun idea, but I mean, I don't think that's was an isolated idea within Bud Selig.
Yeah, like the Mexico City series is really cool. The London series, Field of Dreams. I mean, those are all playing in South Korea next season, like to start the season, playing in Japan, the first 3 games, those Mariners and A's. I think wasn't that 2019 or 2018? I don't remember, but either way, yeah, growing as an international brand, he's done a decent job, but I think there's so much more negative that I will always remember him for.
Yeah.
Than like those series that seemed inevitable because the NFL was doing it. Other sports were ahead of the curve on it, and they were just following suit.
Yeah, baseball seems very far behind. And everything that good happened under Bud Selig happened despite him. It wasn't because of him.
Yeah, all in lieu of that piece of shit. So, I mean, whatever, man. And one of the things that he said that I thought was interesting is that there needs to be a deadline for a signing period for free agents. Mostly because the big 4 still aren't signed. You've got Jordan Montgomery, Blake Snell. Jordan Montgomery, Blake Snell, Matt Chapman, Cody Bellinger still haven't signed. Do you think that's a necessity moving forward?
I'm not sure if it's a necessity. It would be beneficial, I think, to the players, fans, and probably the teams to have like their organization, at least their clubhouse settled somewhat, at least going into spring training. If they can figure out a way to do that, I know there's a lot of moving pieces with signing players to new teams. But yeah, if they can make that happen, I think that'd be an improvement.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, the biggest free agents being out there is so bad for the offseason because every sport is moving to basically there is no offseason. And the king of that is the NFL. I mean, there's the only downtime in the NFL is the month of June and July. Everything else is, okay, we just had the Super Bowl last week. Okay. What happened after the Super Bowl? Now we're all just evaluating and getting ready for the draft in April. Okay, the drafts happen. Now we're all just talking about how everything's going to fit. And then right after that is the free agency period, and all those free agents sign very quickly. And then there's the banter of getting that together. And then August comes around, camp, then the season starts in September. There isn't a crazy long break, whereas in baseball, we still have 4 of the biggest free agents not signed, and everyone reported to camp today.
Yeah, it's not that regimented as far as the signings go.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't keep creating the buzz. You know, it doesn't keep the sport. It doesn't elongate the sport. It doesn't keep their window open.
Yeah, and it doesn't have the fans engage with them that much because there's not like a definitive way to really like people that are fans of the NFL. They watch the draft almost religiously because they're all in tune to it. There's a cycle to it. They know what happens next. And with baseball, it's effervescent sometimes as far as signings and all these free agents go. Yeah. It's a mystery.
Yeah, it's just like, well, we can just wait it out. And what the NFL has done that is so genius is they found a way to make someone filling out a spreadsheet a must-watch event.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Everyone's like, man, how much is this going to change my team? These 7 rounds just mean so much. Whereas on the other side of the coin, the MLB has finally been airing the draft for the past 15 years. I give a shit. You give a shit. But again, baseball players don't, most of the time coming out of the draft, don't make an immediate impact like football. It's 2 very different processes, but still the way that it's presented to the fans and given from the NFL versus MLB, 2 completely different ball games, and people are thrilled to watch one of them, and then dorks like myself are thrilled to watch the baseball one.
Yeah, and it seems like too with baseball, not just like with the draft, but even with like just watching games, they almost make you have to look and hunt for ways to consume what you want, you know, with their product. Whereas football, it's already presented, it's already there, you know where it's at.
Yeah,
it's just unnecessarily difficult.
Yeah, oh, of course, and especially the simple fact that Sunday mornings, if I want to watch my team, I just turn it on to network television. And I go, okay, who are they playing? They're playing an NFC team. Are they on Fox? They're on Fox. Great. Are they playing an NFC team? Cool. Then they're going to be on CBS. Oh, it's a primetime game? Then it's going to be NBC or ESPN or ABC. And I figure, and it's not hard to figure out. Whereas I saw this today on Reddit. Someone posted, am I still going to be able to watch the Reds on Bally? It's impossible to watch the sport.
Yeah, it's difficult. You have to coordinate with friends. You need to figure out like a way to do it. Whereas football, it's hard to avoid it. Even if you're not even a fan, it's just everywhere.
Yeah.
It's super easy to consume.
You could drive down Fountain Square, look up and look at the screen, and then the Bengals game is happening.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was going to say, I could turn the TV and edit. There's so many different options to watch the NFL. With the Reds, it's difficult. Baseball in general, it's difficult to... find the. I'm getting riled up right now in the off season.
Yeah.
No, it's unnecessarily difficult just to watch a regular season game.
I'm 100% with you. I mean, I was talking with just like my mom about it. Huge baseball fan. She's like, yeah, I don't have cable anymore. I'm not going to pay extra to have DirecTV stream or what's the one that you have? You have Fubo.
Yeah.
And the Reds are on Fubo. Those are the only 2. For a while, it was just DirecTV, and I paid extra just to have that, just so I could watch the Reds.
Yeah.
And I'm a hardcore fan. We talk about it every week, and I go out of my way to do it. Someone who's just passing through, there's no way they can just be like, cool, now I'm watching the Reds.
Yeah, I love the Reds. I begrudgingly have to pay additional for whatever app or thing I need to have on my TV just for the Reds.
No, it's silly. It's beyond foolish. And there's so many things that they need to fix. And that's one of the things that Rob Manfred allowed to happen to continue to ruin the game.